Hey there!
Ahoy hoy!
Welcome to Aren't We Special. I'm Lee Serviss.
And I'm Aaron Hill.
Every week on Aren't We Special, we take turns choosing a stand-up special. We watch it, and then we talk about it.
Yeah, but it's not a review. We're not
Nope.
critics. We're comics. Talking about stand-up comedy.
Stand-up comedy, my favorite art form.
Not mine, but we're still here.
Close second.
Close second.
All right. Enjoy the show.
I enjoy interpretive dance.
All right, we're back.
Back in the saddle
Here
again.
we are. What's up, buddy?
Not much, bud.
You did, let's talk about the comedy that we do.
Sure.
We're doing, that's what this is about, right?
I think so.
I think so. We're supposed to talk about stand-up comedy?
Yeah.
All right. So I didn't do anything this week.
Really?
No,
Goddamn.
just
Hibernate.
life, you know?
Oh, fuck. That shit'll get in the way.
Yeah, it does sometimes. It's been super cold, still cold.
You swing a hammer for a living. You're a carpenter.
Yeah.
What happens when it's cold like this? Do you work?
So I'm a finishing carpenter. So I mostly work inside, which
You let
is
the grunts
pretty,
do all the
yeah.
bullshit, and you come in with the boop boop finishing touches. That's how to do it.
Although I did have to tear apart like almost an entire living room this week. And that it's kind of fun actually, because I get bored of just like the little shit sometimes. It's good to like get into something.
Yeah.
And what's nice about finishing is that even if there is a big reno that's got to be done, it's at the point where like the furnace is in the house, the windows are in, so it's I would say 90% of the time it's like a climate controlled area, which is nice. I kind of love it, to be honest.
That's helpful. Yeah.
It's we're here in Ottawa, Ontario, and it is currently like minus 25 still.
Polar vortex.
I think it's like minus 35 Celsius with the wind chill.
It's no bueno out there. It was too cold to be in the shed today.
Yeah.
I was all excited about the shed. I thought it would be wonderful with the...
We'll get back there. Yeah, we'll get back there. Went to Park Omega yesterday, though.
Did you really?
Yeah, have you been there?
I've heard it's great, never been.
So Park Omega in Montebello, I believe, on the Quebec side, in the great province of Quebec. And what it is, and it was for my daughter's birthday, so my wife and I took my daughter and two friends in our SUV, and they sat in the back, and we bought a shitload of carrots, and you drive through, and there's all different sections of different wildlife that just come up to the car, and you feed them carrots out the window.
That's crazy.
And they had an absolute blast.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was fun.
What'd you feed?
Pretty cool. Elk.
Whoa.
Lots of elk.
I've never even seen an elk. I don't even know.
Oh, they're
huge,
cool, man.
right?
Yeah.
They're like almost the size of a moose.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, they're massive. There was one real majestic bastard that had like, you know when deer get like the fuzz on the antlers?
Yeah.
Like, and man, it's wild seeing these things because the rocks on them are like 4 feet across. Like,
Well, you got to be a little bit scared because they could just put that right through your SUV if they wanted to.
That thought crossed my mind a few times.
Yeah.
And like there's also bison, which are bigger than my SUV.
Yeah.
And the bison have a bit of a wiry look in their eye.
Never seen one.
Like the elk are kind of cute.
Yeah.
And they're kind of, and the big bastards are just kind of stoic looking. Like they're not threatening really.
Yeah.
I'm sure they could be in certain situations. But when you see those bison, they've always kind of got this look in their eye. And like, it crossed my mind a few times. Like if this thing took a run at my car, it would be like getting T-boned.
Yeah, for sure it would.
by a
For sure it would. I think they are docile. I think that's why they were wiped out, because they would just like, people would just pick them off like, poo, poo, and they wouldn't even run. They'd just stand there.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least according to the Nicolas Cage movies I've seen.
Well, that's where you learn stuff, right?
Obviously.
Yeah. But no, it was cool. So elk, deer, different species of deer, bison. The wolves were super sick.
That's crazy.
The wolves.
Wolves. How many wolves? Pack of wolves?
There's like a pack of
Lone
seven.
wolf? Seven wolves.
And like you don't feel bad for you know how like some zoos you feel bad?
Yeah.
Because it's like a bear in like a little cage or whatever. I didn't start the timer. Hang on. I'm just going to start it. At no point did I feel bad for any of the animals. They have like...
They're free range.
People are feeding them carrots all day. They're segregated from their predators, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like you see a deer out, you're like, I live rural, I see deer all the time. But I often think about like deer at night just standing there, just hoping that a pack of coyotes doesn't come and tear them apart.
So how do they keep them segregated? They got fences up?
They have wards. Like you drive through different areas, and it's all fenced. And then they have, where the cars drive through, they have these grids that they won't walk on.
Oh, no
kidding. So they don't leave those areas.
Damn.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, they have it figured out, man. It's a really cool place.
I mean, that would be quite the disaster if the wolves got into the deer area.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be just a bloodbath.
Yes. But they keep them so well fed. Like there's a lady who does like a presentation or whatever.
Yeah.
And she was saying, because they have this cool little building where you can observe the wolves. On the main floor, you can look through the glass, and then you can go on top and look down on them.
Okay.
And like they throw them meat and stuff like that, and you get to watch them tear it apart. Wow. But she was saying that like even if like a person did get into that area, they wouldn't do anything. For one, they're used to being around people.
Yeah.
And then for another, they're so well fed that they're not, you know, animals are all about conserving their energy, right?
Sure,
if they don't have to take you down, they won't.
Well, and a steak versus chewing through a
grimy human. Yeah.
Grimy.
Yeah.
Full of preservatives.
Just been drinking Coke Zero all year. Yeah.
Dude, we're not prime on the menu, dude.
No. So yeah, really cool. The kids had an awesome time. We went through a bunch of carrots. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I've always wanted to go there. And but I've been to Montebello. Yeah. That's where they used to do the Rockfest.
Yeah.
Do you know about the Rockfest? Did you ever go?
Like the punk rock stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never been, but I've heard. I think I'm too old for it now. Like, yeah, my days of like sleeping in a tent at a punk
for sure. It's
festival,
not great. Yeah. Well, they don't do it anymore, but it was only like for 10 years or something that they did it. But it was like historic.
Yeah.
Because this Montebello town is like 1,000 people. Like it's like a village. There's more cows than people. That's their claim to fame.
Nice.
And then all of a sudden this random July weekend, like 100,000 punks just descend on the town and just take it over, and it's just chaos.
I have friends who have been, and heard.
Yeah, we had mixed results. I went twice, and the first time we went, it was a shit show.
Yeah,
like we bought like VIP campsites, quote unquote,
right?
Which I forget what that even means, but when we get to
there's like a tree.
Well, no, it was like we're supposed to have access to something. I forget whether it was a toilet or whatever it was.
Right.
We get to the gate after waiting in line for like hour and a half in a van just to get up there, and it's been raining, so it's all muddy and slick, right? And we get to the gate, and we're like, yeah, we got the VIP thing, and the guy just goes, and he just points to the entrance, like where everybody
the field?
It's just a field.
He's like, you get that part of
there wasn't even sectioned off lots. You're just finders keepers.
Yeah.
And we were like sleeping on a muddy hill, on a slant the whole time. Like this is the VIP.
Yeah.
And then we Sunday, I think we were doing like or maybe Saturday anyway. The second or third day, we get up and the show is the gates are supposed to open at 11. The show is supposed to start at 12. And so we line up at like, I don't know, we get there a little bit early, like 11:15 or something like that. And it's hot. It's like a fucking heat. Yeah. It's muggy.
Yeah, because it was always middle of the summer, right? Yeah.
And we're waiting, and it's hot, and there's no vendors open, so you can't buy water. Mm-hmm. And it's just cooking, and there's probably 10,000 kids lined up in line, and so finally 11 o'clock rolls around or whatever, gates don't open, we're waiting, continue waiting, just cooking in the sun. People are starting to like, what the fuck, what's going on? Wait, nothing happens. 12 o'clock comes around, where the show is supposed to start, gates still aren't open. So now the energy of the crowd is starting to be like real fucky.
Yeah.
And it's like, whoa, this could go a lot of different ways, right? And when you think about it, again, there's 100,000 punks in this village that has 1,000 people in it. I've seen maybe 2 cops the entire weekend.
Yeah.
There is no way that order would be contained if shit got sideways.
Yeah. If it went like...
It's just anarchy, right?
Like that Woodstock that went off the rails.
And so there was this vibe of just like people were getting angry. People started throwing fucking water bottles over the fence. People started climbing the fence, shaking it, right?
That's exciting.
It was intense. And we fucking fucked off right out of line and just like stood back. Because like it could have just erupted into a riot at any given moment. And I think it was like half hour, 45 minutes after the show was supposed to start, the gates finally opened, and but there was like it got really spooky and really scary. And then they had like lighting issues, we saw social distortion, and like they had to just keep playing the same riff for like 20 minutes because one of the stage lights blew out or something like this. So they just played the same refrain, and they're just like hanging around, and it was like, this is not how I wanted to see social distortion.
Right. You got to see them though. That's
cool. It was cool, man. Like
I've never seen them.
Tons of great bands. No Effects, Me First and the Gimme Gimmes. Saw Rise Against, Weezer, again, Motley Crue, Alice in Chains. Now I went 2 years in a row, so I might be mixing and matching.
Yeah.
The second year we went and we stayed in the Chateau Montebello because of our experiences of the first year.
Yeah.
So we're in this castle where a lot of the bands were actually staying as well.
Right.
That was significally better than staying on a sloped, muddy shithole.
Yeah.
Oh, and then the toilets, the porta potties.
You're not sleeping.
A little bit. You're passing out for a few hours each night, yeah. But the porta potties, by day 2, were just all overflowing, disgusting. So this was the year that like the company got sued because of just that.
Like the festival?
Yeah, the crazy mismanagement, or the company that the festival had hired. I don't know if it's sued, but they got fired. They brought in new people for the following year because it was just a fucking disaster. The Ottawa Citizen had a big write-up about it. It was just, no bueno, but we had a good time.
Festivals are like, music festivals are one of those things that it doesn't seem like it would be hard to throw together. It's like you got bands, you need food, water, power, but like they are famously hard. Like it seems like every new festival that pops up, the first one is always an absolute disaster.
Yeah. Well, even Blues Fest, the one year where I think Cheap Trick was playing and it was so windy that the stage collapsed on them.
Yeah.
That was, I believe, the same company that handled Rockfest for one of those first years that we went.
So that's what the Montebello one was called, Rockfest.
Rockfest,
Okay.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. We saw Marilyn
they don't
Manson.
do it anymore.
Marilyn Manson, Alice Cooper in the same night. It was crazy. Like, and those guys, have you seen those guys live?
No.
It is just straight theater, man.
Yeah.
It's nuts. And we were seeing them just as the sun was going down, and someone just gave me a hit of weed, and it was just enough to make it like just insane.
Yeah.
And like Alice Cooper, like, I mean, they bring out these like goblins that are like 15 feet high just on the stage, and it's just part of the show. And then Marilyn Manson comes out on like stilts at one point. Like it's like you can't even believe what you're watching.
Stilts are creepy.
It was really, really cool. Saw Lamb of God, which I've never seen. I'm not even like, I don't really know their music that well. I like, I don't mind it. But I'm not like a super fan or anything. But to see their live show was crazy. Their crowd interaction was, I'd never seen anything like it. They had like whatever you want to, maybe a couple thousand kids anyway, like all jumping in unison to the beat. Cool. Like it was unbelievable. Yeah. Unreal. Yeah.
That was a big thing. Like how long ago was that? Like early 2000s?
At least 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah. Jumping in unison had its time.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean? Like
it's something to behold.
That was always something, my old band, we didn't do it. Like we couldn't, it was kind of cheesy.
Okay.
By the time you got to, like, speaking of Quebec, like Simple Plan, for example.
Yeah.
I'm just a kid and life is a nightmare, and they're jumping in unison. It was just like it became like a real.
Lamb of God had a different vibe.
Oh, for sure. No, they're metal. Yeah. For sure. But they were probably also doing circle pits.
Yeah, it was a whole
My
production.
favorite is the walls of Jericho or whatever, where they smash into each other. But yeah, jumping in unison. Some 41 had the trampolines that they would jump on.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah,
that's fun.
That had its time. That was like a big thing.
We saw
blew people's minds.
Yeah. Rancid was there, and the Transplants.
Cool.
Which was great because Travis Barker was there, and we saw both of them, and they were both phenomenal. Rancid was one of the best shows I've ever seen.
I bet
it was fantastic, dude. So,
yeah, they're nuts. They're like, I've never seen them, but I've seen videos of, especially in their day, like just the energy, like just running.
Yeah, and they didn't come out and try to like talk to you or give you a lecture or do like a bunch of new. They knew what it was. They played every hit that you wanted to hear, and it was just the best fucking time. Yeah.
They didn't do any crowd work.
No crowd work. So what do you do for a living?
That's great.
You been together long? Yeah.
If bands start doing that, finish a song. Hey, so. That's great. So what else? So I didn't do any spots this week. So you were saying you did no forks. There's 2 fork mics in Ottawa now. There's friendly fork, and then there's no forks.
Yep, I did both of them this week.
Oh, you did both?
I did both.
So you're torn on the whole fork.
Yeah, well, was it a cat?
That's my daughter. She's all right.
Everything okay?
Yeah.
Good.
My wife's probably just hitting her.
Perfect.
Yeah.
At least you don't have to.
So exactly. So you did no forks.
Yeah, no forks.
And that's a Tuesday show, right?
Yeah, kind of not a ton of people there. It's
Yeah.
Students aren't always.
And is that downtown?
Well, it's right by Ottawa U.
Oh, okay.
So it's all gonna be students, and sometimes if it's cold, they don't like to whatever.
Right. Oh, so is it sort of a university pub?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but the friendly fork was crazy. That's just in the middle of nowhere, and it's what a cool spot. But then I was in Quebec last night.
Yeah.
Gatineau.
Yeah.
And Portage au Prairie or something like that, and really cool room. Again, not a great turnout, just because again it's 40 below, and the room's not huge to begin with. But it's such an intimate little space that even if you got like 25 people, it would feel like packed, and it's really cool.
Right.
But yeah, Gatineau is interesting.
Because most people, so Gatineau is on the Quebec side, and most of those people are bilingual, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. You don't have to feel like you're not going to be able to communicate with them.
Yeah.
But I just felt so old because. Like I didn't know what to expect when I saw the shows in Gatineau. Like my experience of Gatineau is it's a little seedy, little stank on it, and so I didn't really know what to expect. But I got in there. The place is beautiful, all like nice, wait staff. Everyone's like dressed nice and stuff. So I'm like, oh man, this is cool. But it was all young folks too, and I felt so old. The front row was all 19-year-olds.
Yeah,
and so immediately I'm just like. I'm wearing long underwear right now, literally. You guys are in fucking Hawaiian t-shirts, you know what I mean? Like, just, but we had fun. They were cool. They were with their mom. So we had a front row, 3 19-year-olds, and then one of their moms to the side. Yeah. Just like, I don't know. Funny. I don't know if that's planned on their part or they just stumbled in or what. But.
Right, maybe mom was visiting for the weekend or something. Yeah. But do you remember being young? Like, did you do this? I definitely did. Like growing up north, like we're no strangers to cold weather, but like I was being cool and looking cool was so much more important than being warm and not getting frostbite. Like I would wear Chuck Taylors all winter.
Right.
Like my feet were never not wet and frozen.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I kind of had the opposite where like I remember like the first, in grade school, did you ever do like an orientation at the high school for one day when you were still in grade school?
Probably.
Yeah. Well, we did that, and like I was in grade 8, and like I don't know, I was wearing winter boots, the winter.
Yeah.
But then like all of a sudden we're in a high school and like everybody's hot and like attractive and I'm wearing winter boots. And I just felt like such a douche.
You're looking at your Sorels going, oh shit.
And
I'm not gonna get laid in these.
So that was kind of the vibe for a lot of my school years, but whatever.
Yeah.
But
so you kept it real?
I kept it fairly real.
Yeah. Some people do, man. My sister never gave a shit.
Yeah.
Like she didn't give a she wore sweatpants all through high school.
Yeah.
Like we're talking ponytail, sweatpants.
Which is cool now.
She would do her homework. Yeah.
They were cool.
That's what everybody,
yeah.
She was a trendsetter. She was ahead of her time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like
as you get older, you realize how that's actually what's cool.
For sure.
Just
yeah, for
doing
sure.
you. Yeah.
But like it didn't even occur to me that could be like, I felt so out of place. I was like, oh, people, right, because they don't have recess in high school. They don't go out and play ball hockey.
Yeah. They're not building snow forts.
No. But so last night there was this fucking kid. The stage is right on a window onto the street, and these young 19-year-olds, they just go walk, literally Hawaiian t-shirts. It's minus 35 out. No exaggeration. We're in a polar vortex.
Yeah.
This kid comes across in a Hawaiian t-shirt.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I'm wearing long underwear right now.
I did a show last winter. It was December. It was just before Christmas last winter. And I brought some friends and we went to a pub. I forget what it's called. I don't know. I've been here for 10 years, but I still don't know Ottawa that well. We went to a pub after, and these girls walked in, like university girls, like they were, and I'm not even trying to exaggerate. They were literally in lingerie.
Yeah.
Is what they were wearing.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm like, my mind was blown. I was like, I'm looking at my wife and friends and I'm like, what's going on? Like, are they part of something? Like, is there a movie that's being filmed or like what's happening? And they're like, no, these are just university girls and that's what they wear to bars. And I'm like, they're not even throwing on a coat to go between bars?
No, they're not. God bless them. I mean, at one time that was in the realm of possibility. No longer. It's so far out of my experience right now. Like, what are you, crazy? Like, I wore a neck warmer to the bar. Like,
so yesterday at Park Omega, like being outside, I have good mitts, but I was wearing just like Doc Martens. Like they're kind of like wintry Doc Martens, but they weren't cutting it. Like I hate driving in boots. Big boot. Fair. Like I just find I always like hit the wrong pedal and whatever. But my toes were cold and my face, like my nose, like I feel like I produce more wetness from my face than most people in the winter. Like when it's cold, I'm leaking, man. My eyes are tearing. There's snot coming out of my nose.
Yeah.
It's terrible. And so maybe because of the amount of moisture in the nasal cavities, just my nose was so cold. It felt like it was gonna freeze off my face. Yeah. And like I was really wishing for a scarf or some type of face mask.
You know what the best mitts I have? They were snowboarding mitts, combining function and fashion.
Yeah.
Warm as hell, but they had snot. No, just a full mitt.
Okay.
But they had a snot pad here. It's like velvet, like soft cloth, and you're good to go. You don't have to take off your mitt. They're perfect. I still have them. They're
snot pad.
I can't believe not every glove has a snot
pad.
Bro.
That's brilliant.
It is brilliant.
I want a pair. Maybe I could borrow yours sometime.
Apparently you need one.
That'd be sweet. Do I need one right now?
Leaky nose.
Okay, well, let's get into the special that we watched.
Yeah.
This week we did
John Heffron. I forget what it was called. What was it called?
Episodes.
So
this was your pick?
Yeah.
So why'd you pick it?
I don't know. It just came up on my feed and I was like, I like this guy. Let's see what this is all about. I've been meaning to watch it for a long time.
So you know of this guy?
I know of this guy.
You've known of him for a while?
Yeah, he was on Last Comic Standing back in the day.
Okay.
Which is where I think I saw him first. And then he did a couple of Rogan episodes early on.
Okay.
And just nothing like crazy. Like I wasn't like captivated, but just like, oh yeah, that's a comic that's pretty
just one
pretty
of those like solid guys that's been around for a long time and continues to do.
Yep. And
good stuff.
Not like he's kind of just an everyman, but in a good way, right? And just I feel like he's just like a working class comic, you know?
Yeah, and he seems like a grinder.
Yeah.
Like you can tell. Just like the first thing I noticed was like his energy, and he speaks pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Like I feel like, and he goes out like the special is about an hour and 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And there are so many jokes in that time, like that it easily could have been 2 specials.
That's exactly what I thought.
Yeah.
You easily could have sliced it in half and made 2 Netflix specials.
And like talked a little bit slower, and that's 2 specials.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
But you can just tell that he is a workhorse. Like there's no way that he's not writing every day and getting all the stage time, because like just the way he would segue between things, it's like he's got a bit for everything. Like, you know, the guys who have been doing it for a long time and they're just like super prolific, and like you can bring up anything and they've got a bit about it.
Yes.
Yeah, you can tell that he's one of those guys.
For sure. And you wonder like how many hours did he go through before he even recorded anything, right?
Yeah.
Like he's such a vet in that sense. And there's nothing really like flashy about him.
No.
Right? Even the special it was just one shot. It was a camera. It was probably just the club stock camera that they just used to record in case of like whatever liability or something like that. Like it wasn't, it didn't move whatsoever. It was just set up on the stage. That was the special.
Yeah.
And I laughed my ass off.
Yeah.
Man. It was so good.
The material was there.
So good.
Yeah.
And he's
Comedy Works where is that? Do you know that club?
I don't know. No. I know there's one in Denver. I don't know if that's where that one was. But
yeah. Because he's from Michigan?
Yeah, I think Detroit-ish.
Okay.
Originally.
So he's basically Canadian.
Well, that's cool because we're kind of in that same little region, right? Like we were both from Northern Ontario. Yeah. I grew up right on the Michigan border, Sault Ste. Marie. Yeah. And you're just down the road in Sudbury. So I think I identify a little bit with that experience, that slice of life, you know?
Yeah, you can tell he's like blue collar. Yeah. No, but very funny. He comes out. So I guess he's got Bell's palsy. Yeah. So he talks. So right out of the gate, he comes up. He talks so fast, but you still understand everything. And he addresses that he may mumble or stutter, but the reason is he has Bell's palsy. And what happened was he was doing a gig, and the right side of his face dropped, and then he says, so like any regular guy, I finished the set, went to Arby's, and then texted his brother who's a heart surgeon. So hilarious, right? Just like, half my face is paralyzed, but obviously I'm gonna finish this set and go get some curly fries.
So funny. And right from there, like, I'm intrigued. This guy's got my attention. Yeah. I want to know what he's got to say. And it was funny because, one of the first things he says is, I got to address this because I might slur and I might speak funny through the whole. And then he proceeds to give a flawless an hour, 8-minute special of like never stumbling, never bumbling.
There are times where you can hear like a bit of like an impediment almost, I would say. Yeah.
But he was so like, that just made me think about like how good of he's just a good speaker. Yeah. Like there's no way around it. He just, because his pace was relentless. Oh yeah. There was no pauses in between bits. It was just one to the next, to the next, to the next.
And he ended at the same pace that he started, if not. I know. Like, he didn't slow down at all.
I always wonder, like, how do you memorize that much? Yeah. Right? And like, I mean, I guess you're doing it every single night after night. It gets ingrained in you. Mm-hmm. And he's probably not like sticking to the exact script or whatever. Like, he probably gives himself some flow room.
And there was at least one, his closer where I thought, I wonder if that's the way he intended to end it, because and I think that exactly what you're saying. I think he's pretty loose with his, because like he'll just move around from topic to topic, and it all tied together. But I did find, so his closer was, he's talking about car seats. And his closer was about how like ridiculous the laws are for car seats. Like so he's joking about like a 98-pound wrestler having to sit in the car seat.
Yeah.
And he's like, but I'm going to regionals. Like at least let me face forward like a big boy or whatever.
Yeah.
Really funny. But just before, and that's what he ended his special on.
Yeah.
But right before that, he was talking about being a kid being left in the car seat. And then, because his parents didn't care, whatever, they remembered to bring in the groceries, but they didn't remember me. And he walks in, and he goes, what, whatever. And I picture day tomorrow, I'll just wear this 11 shirt or whatever, which is a callback to something before, and I thought it was brilliant. Yeah. And to me, that boom, end the set there.
I thought that at least 2 or 3 times in his last 5-10 minutes.
But then he went into and he easily could have done the wrestler thing before that and then ended on that, and it would have tied the whole thing together. So it put a nice bow on it. Anyways, I'm not like, obviously he's brilliant. I'm not like judging the guy. I'm just saying, I wonder if because he's so insanely like fast and moves through his topics like that, that probably happens quite a bit.
Well, who knows? And it could just be a different response on different nights, right? Like maybe that's where he usually gets a pop or whatever. But I remember thinking the same thing. There was 2 or 3 moments where I'm like, that pop, I was sure that was going to be the grand finale. And then he just kept going. And like, God damn, he just finds another pop.
Yeah.
He always found another pop.
Or maybe the wrestler thing is like, is a new bit that he's excited about or whatever.
You know, and he kept checking his watch, his wristwatch. Like,
I saw that a couple times.
Which again, to me says like, that's old school working class professional. Right? Like he's not relying on some club or a light or like he knows exactly where he's at. He knows exactly what he wants to get done.
Which is mental because for me, for one, to read, if it's not a digital watch, I'm going to be looking at it for 5 minutes going, okay, is it the big hand is for the minutes? And then, okay, it's 9:37. Okay.
Doing math in your head.
Well, I guess it's an hour, so 10:37 would be.
Well, but we don't know how long he intended to go for it either.
That's true.
I mean, usually a headlining set in a club is 45.
Yeah.
So he did an hour and 8. So who knows what was going on in his head?
Yeah.
Or what he planned on doing. But
no,
just brilliant, man. Really brilliant, I thought.
For sure. But yeah, speaking of joke, like, do you ever have jokes that that you like to do and they don't necessarily get what you...
You got to let go. You got to kill your babies. And it's the hardest thing.
Yeah.
I have a couple of those right now, and it's just like...
that
work is just so hard. You got to sit down with the pen and look at it. And, It sucks.
Yeah, I like, so my grocery store thing that I do, I start with walking in to the grocery store. I grabbed a shopping cart on my way in from the parking lot. The manager came running out and said, hey, you got to wear a safety vest when you're doing buggies.
Right.
The first time I did, it's one of those things where like it really cracked me up when I came up with it because I was actually sitting in the thing of the grade. It didn't actually happen, but I was like, it seems funny to me that someone would think that you're a buggy boy. I don't know why. But yeah, it hasn't been hitting. But I'm just like, damn it, but I like it. You know what I mean? So I keep doing it. But
yeah, but I think too, like you're relatively new, so like you're gonna grow so fast that you're gonna outgrow your own bits really quickly too. Right? You're gonna love it this week.
Right.
Next month, it's not gonna work anymore because you subconsciously don't believe it's that good anymore, and then that's how you present it to the audience, and then they respond accordingly. That's a tough one too, when you outgrow your own material.
When you don't even like doing them anymore. But
well, you did, and then all of a sudden you don't even know why, because nothing's really changed except you just gotten better somehow without really realizing it.
Yeah.
You know, so it could be that.
But there is something about we've talked about this before with when it's new and it's exciting. The best thing is a brand new one working for the first time, right? Like that's the high that I think we're chasing constantly, because that new bit, when you have no idea if it's going to work or not, and it kills, that's it. That's the needle full of heroin or whatever. But yeah, I think there's a thing where, because I've had I've had bits that, like old trustees, I mean, that's a relative term. I've only been at it for a year and a half, but bits that have worked consistently. And then I got to a point where I was just kind of tired of doing it.
Yep.
So the delivery wasn't there.
Yep.
And then now it's not working.
Yep.
And it's just because I'm not buying into it
That's
anymore.
The game.
Yeah. And you can't fake it.
Well, I think that's where acting comes in. Like,
Or you can fake it.
So I got a masterclass subscription for Christmas, and there's all these different like
Steve Martin
courses and stuff. Yeah, Steve Martin's got one in there, but there's a whole bunch of stuff, right? There's like drama, and there's like script writing, and there's what was I gonna say? Fuck, drawing a blank.
Drama, script writing, your masterclass. We're talking about jokes that you don't believe in anymore.
Acting. So there's acting. I don't give a hoot about acting. I have no ambition to be an actor whatsoever. But I think there's something to be said about selling a joke that you've done 300 times.
No, there's
like it's the first time. And I think acting is really going to help with that. And I'm excited to delve into that material. I've heard comics say that, and I've never, because I'm just not interested in acting. I just never cared about it. But the more I do it, like it's real. You got to be able to like make it sound like it's the first time you're saying it, which is, it definitely doesn't feel like.
Yeah.
But that's the game, right?
That's the trick, right? Is because you want your audience to believe almost that it's off the top of your head.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you're going to, if it seems mechanical or robotic, I've never really, I've heard that before, like the acting thing. I didn't, because it kind of goes against everything else, the so-called rules about stand-up, about being genuine, about being yourself and being in the moment. Well, how are you doing that if you're acting?
Exactly.
But there's a balance there.
There is a balance. And
because you gotta sell it like you're,
I don't know how to do it.
Right.
But I'm going to learn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, John, so this guy, you do get, and he probably is going off the top a lot of times because he's just that level. And it felt like a whirlwind. And then you're just like, what happened? That was just crazy. Like the whole time was just relentless pace, relentless punchlines. Almost all of them are funny. Yeah. Very few punchlines felt like they were short.
Well, and he even had like little, like he would have like little jokes within a setup or little transition jokes that he just like he rips through so quickly. He doesn't even give the audience or the listener a chance to laugh, a chance to even realize that it's funny. But you catch it, because I listened to it twice, and like there was things I caught the second time where I was like, that could be a punchline on its own.
For sure. Yeah.
And he's just like throwing it in there as filler to get to the next place, which is he's a
and he never lets the laughter die before he starts talking again. And I know we all say we do that, but this guy like really just doesn't stop.
Wait, it's like I think he's too fast for it. Yeah. Dude, I have to pee so bad.
Yeah, let's do the pee break.
Should I hit pause on the thing?
I'll talk to the people.
You talk to the people.
Sorry about Lee's tiny bladder and penis, everybody. Problem I didn't know would happen. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have started the podcast with him to begin with. But how are you doing? What's your favorite comedy special? Why don't you talk to me? Talk to us. Hit me in the comments. We're talking specials, which again is not like the best method to take in comedy, I would say. I would urge you all to get out to a real show if they have them in your part of the woods. Get out to a comedy club, see a live comedy show. It's fun as hell. There's stuff that you can't experience sitting on your couch watching a Netflix special. There's spontaneous things, and there's trays that get dropped, and sometimes the comedian gets very excited and they speak really fast and they'll spit on the front row, and that's exciting. And it's just a wonderful time, and you're in there with a group of strangers, but you're all sharing your common humanity and laughing and doing that stuff. And else can I say except Lee has a tiny penis?
Whew, yeah, I was hoping it would go there.
You hoped right, buddy.
That pee was actually only half of the time I was gone. The rest of it was spent looking for my penis. So,
did you squeeze? That was one of his. Were you able to squeeze it off to get back here in time?
Yeah, you know what?
Like a young man.
Yeah. I don't think I can. I don't think. No, I did the whole thing. I don't think I can do that anymore.
I don't think I can.
And that was a good bit because. So yeah, we're talking about. He is one of his bits was talking about when you're younger. He's doing this whole thing talking about young versus old and how life changes, whatever. When you're young, a young guy, you know, you're taking a pee outside behind the pub or whatever, and someone's coming, you can like choke it. It's like not physically, but like hold it and holster it. And not, you know, make a mess. Stay dry and then like finish up later or whatever. That's
not the case as you get older.
No.
Yeah.
Definitely more difficult. Sometimes I pee in coffee cups at work. And I peed the bed recently too. We talked about that.
That's true.
So this is all topical stuff. But yeah, if I'm in a home and before the plumbing is hooked up and I'm working there for the day, I'm not running out. Like after, because I have two of these. Before I have one in the morning and then I take one with me, decent sized mug, coffee. Then we have break at 9:30 and I'll get like a Tim Hortons medium or large. That's quite a bit. I'm also slamming water between there. So by the time like after break hits, I'm peeing sometimes every 10 minutes, I feel like.
I'm the same.
For like an hour.
Dude, every morning I am a pee machine. And if I'm in a situation where I'm out and I'm in public and I'm peeing and someone comes, I'm like, just write me a ticket. I'm not stopping. It's not going to happen.
It's happened to me before. Sometimes I wonder if people think that I'm a cokehead because I'll be at a pub or whatever and I'm going to the washroom so much. Yeah,
I hear you.
But anyways, but being able to hold that off, because I was peeing in a coffee cup, so I'll keep a coffee cup, and then it's a construction site. I know it seems gross, but then I'll just open the window and dump it out into the dirt, whatever.
I used to do Gatorade bottles when I was working in construction.
Yeah, because they got that nice big opening.
It's a nice big opening.
You can actually get it in. It's not like,
I heard in London, Ontario, like the 401 on that stretch, the truckers throw out so many pee jugs that it's become like a biohazard. Yeah, it's not great.
No.
Rules of the road.
But I don't really blame. I would definitely be doing the same thing.
Well, truckers are different, right? They got schedules and deadlines and whatever. I don't know. I don't know what the answer. Maybe bring your piss jugs into the rest station and dump them down the urinal.
Or like I'm sure there's some type of toilet that you could have where you could.
I think they could figure it out.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a funnel that goes into like an airtight thing that's not going to stink, and then you can like dispose of it properly at some point. That's probably $1 million thing.
Probably.
Right there. We should probably talk about that after this. But yeah, anyways, the ability to hold it, I never even really thought about it, but that's definitely something that I don't know if I would do. Because I was peeing in a coffee cup just last week and it got to the point where it looked like it was coming close. It was like that game where you drop one drop, you get the meniscus curve, and like it was real full.
What game is this? What are you dropping?
I played it at a holiday party this year for the first time. My Kiwi friend Sean from New Zealand, because we were kind of just hanging out and just like red Solo cups.
Yep.
Everybody gets full of water and you fill it to like, close to the top.
Yeah.
Everybody has to, you take turns. Everybody has to.
You can't spill it.
You can't spill
Got
it.
Got it.
And it gets that curve that water does?
Yeah.
It's the only thing I remember from high school. It's called the meniscus curve.
Wow.
Where you can actually like see it. And dude, it gets.
Look at the big brain on Brent.
Right.
Speaking of the curve, I'm going to throw a curve and I'm also going to take a pee because I can't stand. We've been talking about pee for 10 minutes. And, I can't hold it. Talk to the people,
and
Lee.
Water and meniscus curve.
Oh.
So Aaron also has a tiny penis. It's not as small as mine, but it's pretty small. He's probably gonna borrow my microscope right now. I don't know. There's going to be copyright issues there, so we can't do that.
Oh, hey, what did I miss?
Oh, it's just...
New theme song? You know what's great? What I realized when I was wielding my dangerous weapon in the bathroom?
Yeah.
Our mics are hot.
Oh, sweet. So we actually got the P streams.
I think we got the streams on tape.
That's good content.
On wax, as the kids say. Maybe we'll determine, we'll have a contest. Who has the bigger...
Yeah.
More velocity.
Yeah. And can you attribute that to dick size?
It's a good question. Maybe we do some research.
Okay.
I like it.
We'll A/B those stream sounds. Do you know what though? I famously have like a pretty weak stream. I don't have a powerful stream.
Compared to what?
Compared to most.
Well, how do you know? How did you discover?
Well, because I was in a band for years and traveling around with these guys, so I've heard P streams.
So you're going based on audio alone?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the
I'm gonna play with the production. I'm gonna up the compression.
Put a compressor on it.
Bro, yeah.
Some reverb.
Hell yeah.
Sweet. Well, we can cut all this out and
auto-tune. This is the best part. What are you talking about?
Auto-tune your P stream. John Heffron.
Yep.
Difficult name to remember for some reason.
Well, that's everything about him. Nothing about him stands out.
No,
it's not flashy.
He's very average.
He's an everyman.
Not saying he's not an average comic. Comedian. He's very funny.
Which is why I think he's so powerful, because you don't expect him to be that good.
He's your everyman.
And it's like, dude, even like I tried to look him up on Instagram, and I did. His last post was like from 2022. Like he doesn't even play the game.
Right.
And he's just that
you gotta
good.
love people like that.
They're my heroes.
Yeah.
And there's only a handful of them.
Yeah.
That I can think of.
Yeah, because people on social media, like...
Do you think... I don't want to fucking edit videos on my phone and feel like I have to release something every week and da-da-da-da. Like, it's a pain in the ass, right?
Yeah.
I just want to be funny on stage.
And then, 100%. And then also people who just get too, they get desperate with their posts.
Well, sure.
I find it kills, and we both kind of grew up in the 90s and got a lot of our art in that era when it was like pre-internet and you didn't know anything. You know what I mean? It was like the rumor about Marilyn Manson having ribs removed so he could suck his own dick might as well have been true, because we didn't know any different.
Yeah.
There was you weren't going to find out either way. So the way that it's so different now is like, okay, you have an artist or a band that you really like and you follow them on social media. And this happened to me not too long ago. Like this one dude, I don't care, I'll say his name, Butch Walker, an incredible musician, an amazing songwriter. He's written songs for other artists. But I'm following him on Instagram, and this was years ago. And I just got such douchey vibes from his Instagram. Like, I like your music. I don't want to see shirtless pictures of you in the mirror, in your bathroom, in your Hollywood mansion. You know what I mean?
I hear you.
That makes me not like you.
Yeah, well, there's some people in real life who I enjoy, and then online I can't stand them.
Yeah.
Right? Like, because sometimes people just take on almost like a caricature online.
Yeah.
And they're, whatever. It's part of the game, so to speak. Yeah. But that's why you see a guy like this, you're like, well, how did he do it?
Yeah, so good on him for not doing that.
You know what else? I was reading his bio or whatever, and it says in his bio, he's like, something about him describing himself as non-divisive. And it didn't even occur to me while I was watching it. And then when I thought about it, I'm like...
Yeah, he had nothing.
There was nothing about there that anyone could consider even remotely offensive.
No, and he didn't touch on any...
No religion, no politics, no identity.
Not even... No, he didn't touch on any of like those hot buttons. Like he didn't...
And again, this is like 2 specials worth of material that he just smashed through.
Yeah.
And in a way that everybody was on board. And like, it's hard to not like. It's really crazy.
No, he had the room eating out of the palm of his hand for sure for the whole thing. Yeah. He came out of the gate strong.
And I don't even know how you do that. How do you be not divisive? Do you just, is there just subjects you don't talk about? Like, what was he? He was talking about like health is obviously his Bell's palsy. Yeah. That's pretty like, how do you get offended of that?
Yeah,
and then like, being older, that was a lot of it. But I'm trying to think, I'm like, what else did he even talk about? I don't even know, but it was all great.
Yeah, I mean, he talks about his Bell's palsy. He talks about the like new generations compared to old ones. Like he had the bit about like a kid in the 1800s with the cup and ball game, and then someone comes from. I'm from the 1700s, and kids these days with their cup and ball game, and
they're just staring at their cup and ball all day, not even paying attention.
Kids these days don't even know how to throw spears at dinosaurs.
Yeah.
And which is funny, you know what I mean? And it's obviously a bit of a metaphor for like kids being on their phones these days and stuff like that.
He had some great turns of phrase too, like when he was talking about the scissors that his mom had, like one pair of scissors for everything. It was like to cut pizza and like cut the dingleberries out of the dog's asshole, but dingleberry scissors, he called them out. I'm like, fucking awesome.
And then he's talking about like them to open these snacks or whatever, and he's like, what flavor do you have? Strawberry dingleberry.
Strawberry dingleberry. And he's talking about like when you eat a chip and it slides down your gullet and like sharp and piercing. He's like, and he Googles, can you bleed out from a Dorito? Like, just his phrasing is so funny, man. Like,
it's very casual for him, right? Like he doesn't seem like he's even trying to be funny, really. He's just, and I think that's like a sign of like a really good comic too. But the scissor thing, like, there's almost a nostalgia. I don't want to say cheat code, for lack of better words, cheat code. I've noticed a few, and I'm not saying that it's lazy or anything like this. I think it's actually kind of brilliant if you can work it into something. Something like when he describes those orange-handled junk drawer mom scissors, because every house had them.
Everybody had them.
Like I remember mine distinctly.
I know, me too.
And it's this funny thing because you don't think of it as being something that's in every house, but it is. And it just, you get that mental picture and you get that nostalgic thing that happens.
You're transported right back to it. And then it's just like, he's just got you where he wants you.
For sure.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I was just impressed with all of it, and again, the fact that he wasn't, the way it was promoted, there was no big intro credits. There was nothing. It was just basically cut to tape.
Yeah.
As soon as he stopped talking, cut tape. No frills whatsoever.
It wasn't a big production special.
It was maybe the least production involved in any special I've ever seen.
It was really just a set that he decided
to throw up.
Yeah. And it's definitely one set. Usually specials are a combination of
There was no edits. You could see it was one time right through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good for him.
Props to the Heff man.
I liked he had a bit of a theme with he called the special episodes.
Yeah.
And he's talking about different seasons, seasons being like years in your life, right?
Yeah, it was like a metaphor of like a television show, seasons, and then years.
There was one thing I felt like he could have done even more with that to like make that theme stronger and like, you know what I mean?
I think so too, but I think it still worked for me.
Absolutely.
But,
and when I say stuff like that, I'm an idiot who knows nothing.
But I think that's part of what, like, I don't think he felt like he even had to. It was just kind of a framework that he operated out of.
Yeah.
Right. And he didn't pound it into the ground because it was just like a jumping off point for him, which is like, he's got this brilliant premise. I like, and it's so simple. Like, it's right there for everybody to think of our lives as seasons on a television show. And by year.
And then episodes being like things that happen within those seasons. And like, you know, and episodes is multi, like, like
Bell's palsy.
Coming down with Bell's palsy is an episode for sure.
But I think it says more that he's got that brilliant of a framework and he didn't even exploit it all. You know, like he doesn't even need to, because he still had an hour and 8 of solid punchlines.
Mm-hmm. And just my thought was like, would it have made the whole thing
more marketable,
more themed or something?
Yeah, I think it would have, but I don't think it matters if you're just bringing that heat.
It wouldn't have made it funnier.
No, it would just make it more marketable. I think.
Yeah.
You know,
so that's cool. But yeah, the Dorito thing, also the eating bread. He's talking about like being older and just like getting a street dog or whatever after drinking like a night at the bar and like not ever even considering having to drink water, just like and like how food gets like stuck. Have you ever had that happen?
Yeah, all the
where
time.
like for some reason chicken, like the white chicken meat, if I don't have something like to go with that, it's like it's getting caught here.
I think you're overcooking your chicken.
Maybe it's dry chicken. But I actually had a bit of an episode last New Year's Day. We do a cold plunge in the canal every New Year's Day, and I was hungover. I had nothing but coffee. There might have even been some whiskey in the coffee, and I'm just like hungover. We just did a cold plunge. I'm just like eating carbs and drinking coffee. And that thing was happening, and I actually had like a bit of a panic attack. I was in the bathroom at our friend's house, and I came out and like my wife, and I was like signaled for my wife, and I was like, something's happening. I think I'm gonna die. Like I thought that it was gonna get to the point where it was gonna. I don't really even understand what's happening when that happens, but I thought I was gonna choke to death. Anyways, I was being a little bitch. I sat on the toilet and she rubbed my back like I was a little kid, and it went away. but yeah, definitely like a relatable thing. When he's talking about like basically how men would live without women, because he's going through a divorce, I think, during this special and whatever. How like he would like to live in a shipping container in the bush kind of a thing.
That was so funny, dude.
Yeah.
And you know, the other thing too, I wonder if the divorce wasn't what really inspired a lot of this material. Like, there's things in life that I've noticed people go through that makes them really, if not good at comedy, then very inspired to do comedy and do it with a real gusto. Yeah. And divorce is for sure one of them. People that come off of a divorce smash stages. And I don't know why, they just need that outlet. And it feels like it's just passionate and like interesting and compelling. And I wonder if that didn't maybe have something to do with how awesome this special was. Like, he was just in the throes of this shitty period in time. And then of course to throw the Bell's palsy on top of it. And he's like, I just gotta release all this shit. And
nothing to lose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch more of his stuff too and see
how
it compares to like the divorce special, you know?
Yeah, that's interesting to see what. I wonder if he has like the same tempo pre-divorce.
Right.
Yeah, he's got great stuff. The acorn stair lift.
Oh yeah.
Getting stuck halfway up. It's cool. Like, as you know, he's got, I think, 10 years on me, if not more. He's in his mid-50s, I would say. Yeah. But But still, like, he's talking about stuff that's like relatable to me, because like,
oh yeah, I can relate to all that stuff.
Yeah, like you know, because we see the divide between like the new generations and the way that we grew up, and that's what a lot of it was.
It was. Yeah.
But it's good stuff.
Solid.
Yeah.
Got anything else pressing?
Yeah, I'm just looking quickly at my notes. I don't think left him sleeping in the car. Oh, my favorite. Yeah, we'll end on this. I think my favorite bit, again, I'm a silly guy. The sillier, the better, is when he's talking about going to different towns and having drivers and how he likes to lie to them about different things he does.
Yeah.
He says, I'm a chocolatier. That building there, we're going to turn it into a chocolate factory. Yeah. They're like, that's a high school. He tells another guy he's Hanson's dad.
Yeah.
He wrote Mbop. Just that stuff.
And I think that's just a necessity when you're a comic of that caliber, because you're like, you don't want to tell people you're away from your home now for a length of time. They're going to rob you.
Right.
And then like, it's just be so annoying. Every cab driver or whatever would just be, oh, you're a comedian. Oh, do you know
Jerry? Telling people you do comedy sucks, because then they even if they're not, you feel as if they're expecting you to be funny now.
Sure, and chances are you're just on the way to the gig. You just want a little bit of rest before.
Or you're having a bad day and you're feeling anything but funny,
exactly.
Whatever.
Yeah, I definitely get that. I think I'll employ that if it ever becomes a problem. If I ever get that successful,
I
have no qualms about just making up some bullshit.
Go with chocolatier. I think that's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, we could workshop some ideas around for sure.
For sure.
Awesome.
Okay, so that was
John Heffron
episodes.
Yep. Check him out. He's
on YouTube.
He's not really well represented on the internets, but this guy's a killer comic. I want to go see him live, for God's sakes, you know?
I'm sure he comes around here.
Yep.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, check it out. Not a big production.
Not at all.
But
one shot, no value, whatever. It looks like a fucking closed circuit crime video or something.
Yeah, you're waiting for someone to mug him.
Yeah. But killer
Sweet.
Jokes and good times.
All right, you got to get home before the snowstorm.
Got to beat this fucking white shit.
All right.
All right, buddy.
Well, we did it again.
Yes,
Good seeing you.
All right.
We'll do another one next week.
Peace on earth, y'all.
Peace on earth. Goodwill, sportsmen.